Did you know that California produces the most avocados in the world? Then you'll learn a lot more in today's video. It's home to over 39 million people, making it the most populous state in the US. If California were a country, its economy would rank 5th in the world, surpassing the UK and India. California is the 3rd largest state in the US, after Alaska and Texas. The state ranks 1st in the US for agricultural production, growing over 1/3 of the nation's vegetables and 2/3 of its fruits. The California Gold Rush started in 1848, bringing hundreds of thousands of settlers from around the world. Mount Whitney in California is the highest peak in the contiguous US, standing at 14,505 feet, 4,421 meters. Death Valley is one of the lowest points on Earth, at 282 feet, 86 meters below sea level. Hollywood is the epicenter of the world's film industry, producing thousands of iconic movies and shows. Silicon Valley is the global hub of technology, home to giants like Google, Apple, Facebook, and Tesla. California produces 90% of all the wine made in the United States, with Napa and Sonoma Valleys being world famous. California became the 31st state of the US in 1850. The state is known for its national parks like Yosemite, Sequoia, and Redwood, where some of the world's tallest trees grow. The first Disneyland in the world opened in Anaheim, California, in 1955. The Port of Los Angeles is the busiest seaport in the US. The first video game was created in California in 1940 at a research lab in Palo Alto. The Los Angeles metropolitan area is the 2nd largest in the US, after New York City. San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge is one of the most photographed landmarks in the world. California is the largest producer of avocados, supplying more than 90% of the US market. The Winter Olympics were held in 1960 at Lake Tahoe, California. The first drive-in movie theater opened in Riverside, California. San Francisco has the steepest cable car route in the world. It's illegal to ride a bicycle in a swimming pool in California. California hosts famous music festivals like Coachella and Burning Man. The state is a leader in startups, with many growing into global tech giants. The first ever credit card, Diners Club, was created in California in 1950. The University of California, Berkeley is the oldest university in the UC system, founded in 1868. The Vincent Thomas Bridge in Los Angeles is one of the longest suspension bridges in the world, spanning 6,060 feet, 1,856 meters. California leads the nation in electric vehicle ownership, with over 40% of all electric cars in the US registered in the state. Los Angeles has the most Mexican restaurants outside of Mexico. California is home to Lassen Peak, an active volcano that erupted from 1914 to 1921. California was the first state to legalize medical marijuana in 1996. The largest solar farm in the world, SolarStar, is located in California, with a capacity of 579 megawatts. The Palomar Observatory houses what was once the world's largest optical telescope. The giant sequoias in California are the tallest trees on the planet, some reaching over 379 feet, 115 meters. Mount Shasta, a dormant volcano in Northern California, is a sacred site for many Native American tribes. Hollywood's Walk of Fame features over 2,600 stars, honoring famous actors, musicians, and producers. California is the biggest movie-watching market in the world, home to major film studios like Universal, Warner Brothers, and Paramount Pictures. The Chinatown in San Francisco is the oldest in the US, established in 1848. The Griffith Observatory in Los Angeles is a famous spot for stargazing and has appeared in films like Rebel Without a Cause. California's Central Valley is one of the most fertile agricultural regions in the world. Stanford University in Palo Alto is one of the most prestigious universities globally, with many Nobel Prize-winning alumni. The Tech Museum of Innovation in San Jose showcases cutting-edge exhibits on computing and the internet. San Diego is home to the largest naval base in the US, where tens of thousands of sailors are stationed. The state hosts CES, the biggest tech trade show in the world, attracting thousands of exhibitors and visitors. California's vineyards stretch across over 500,000 acres. The University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA, is a top-tier research institution ranked among the best in the world. It's illegal to wear cowboy boots in California unless you own at least 2 cows. San Francisco's fog is so famous, locals affectionately call it Carl. The internet was invented in California. In 1969, the first ever message was sent over a computer network from UCLA. The RMES, Queen Mary, once a famous ocean liner, is now a floating museum docked in Long Beach, California. The palm tree in the Paramount Pictures logo is modeled after a real tree that grows on their studio lot. The largest cheese factory in the U.S., Hilmar Cheese, is located in California, producing around 500 tons of cheese daily. Beverly Hills, a neighborhood in Los Angeles, is the world's largest fully residential community with only single-story buildings. The General Sherman tree, located in California's Sequoia National Park, is the largest tree by volume on Earth, estimated to be over 2,000 years old. San Francisco was the first U.S. city to ban plastic bags in 2007. The first commercial airplane manufacturing company, Ryan Aeronautical, opened in San Diego. They built Charles Lindbergh's Spirit of St. Louis. Louis. Death Valley is the hottest place in North America, with temperatures reaching 134 degrees Fahrenheit, 56.7 degrees Celsius, in 1913, setting a world record. California is home to the oldest and largest university in the California State University system, founded in 1857. Los Angeles is home to more than 1.5 million residents of Mexican descent, the largest population outside of Mexico. The Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, with a total length of 8,981 feet, 2,737 meters, is one of the world's most iconic bridges. The first personal computer, the Apple I, was developed in California by Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak in 1976. San Diego's zoo is the largest and one of the most advanced zoos in the world, housing more than 3,700 animals. The United Nations Charter was signed in San Francisco in 1945, making it the birthplace of the United Nations. Livermore, California, is home to the Centennial Light, a light bulb that has been burning since 1901, holding the record for longevity. Over 4 million tourists visit Yosemite National Park each year to see its towering waterfalls, some of the tallest in the world. The Los Angeles County Museum of Art, LACMA, is the largest art museum in the western U.S. California, has the strictest environmental laws in the U.S. California has the strictest environmental laws in the U.S. with regulations on vehicle emissions and plastic usage. The University of California, Davis, holds the world's largest olive tree collection and an olive research center. In Los Angeles' Van Nuys neighborhood, there are homes made from decommissioned airplanes, repurposed for residential living. Corbel Winery, located in Sonoma County, has been producing champagne since 1882, making it one of the oldest sparkling wine producers in the U.S. California was the first state in the world to mandate calorie labels on food products. Chateau Marmont in Los Angeles is a historic hotel, famous for being a longtime hangout for Hollywood celebrities. In Chico, California, it is illegal to detonate a nuclear device within the city limits. The fine is $500. The Mojave Desert in California is home to the world's largest thermometer, which stands 134 feet high in the town of Baker. San Francisco is one of the most expensive cities in the world to live in, with average rent for a one-bedroom apartment exceeding $3,000 a month. The Monterey Bay Aquarium in California is the largest in North America, housing over 35,000 marine animals. Los Angeles International Airport, LAX, is the second busiest airport in the U.S. and the fourth busiest in the world. Pasadena hosts the annual Rose Parade, which attracts hundreds of thousands of spectators and is broadcast worldwide. California has more than 300 volcanoes, many of which are dormant, but several remain potentially active, such as Lassen and Shasta. The University of California, San Francisco, UCSF, is one of the top medical research centers in the world. California is where iconic products like the VCR, Sony Betamax, and the personal computer, Apple, were invented. Tesla's Gigafactory in Fremont, California, is one of the world's largest and most advanced electric vehicle manufacturing plants. Santa Monica, with its famous beaches and pier, is a popular location for film shoots and television productions. California was the first state to introduce mandatory green technology standards for all new homes built. The USS Midway, the longest-serving aircraft carrier in U.S. history, is now a museum in San Diego. Sacramento, California's capital, is often overshadowed by larger cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco. California's Napa Valley produces over 400 million liters of wine every year. San Francisco is home to Westfield San Francisco Center, the largest international shopping center on the West Coast. California leads the nation in solar panel installations per capita. Highway 1, also known as the Pacific Coast Highway, stretches along the coast of California and is considered one of the most scenic drives in the world. In Belmont, California, it is illegal to spit, except on baseball fields. Venice Beach in Los Angeles is famous for its street performers and vibrant boardwalk. Madame Tussauds Hollywood is the first wax museum in the world and displays lifelike statues of celebrities. Lake Tahoe, located on the California-Nevada border, is one of the world's clearest lakes and a popular spot for skiing and snowboarding. California has the Sutter Buttes volcano, which is actually the smallest mountain range in the world. Fortune cookies were invented in San Francisco, not in China. California generates about 25% of the renewable energy produced in the entire U.S. In California, there is a highway called the Extraterrestrial Highway because of numerous UFO sightings in the area. The Golden Gate Bridge, built in 1937, is one of the most recognized bridges in the world, crossed by over 100,000 vehicles daily. The Beverly Hills Hotel in Los Angeles is a legendary landmark where Hollywood's elite have stayed for decades. The world's only solar-powered Ferris wheel is located on the Santa Monica Pier. I am sure there's so much more to this incredible state. So tell us, what's your favorite fact about California? Or did we miss something important? Let us know in the comments below.